In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the side front bumper bracket on this Ford F-350. This sits right next to each fog light, or the fog light cover if your vehicle doesn't have actual fog lights. The procedure is the same on both sides, but of course the bracket is side specific. Let's get started. Now to start, you can turn the steering wheel to one way or the other so you can get enough clearance to work here. This bracket is going to be held on with 4 13mm headed bolts. Let's remove all 4 and then pull the bracket off. For me, these are seized in here, so what I will do is apply some heat with an induction heater, then I'll break them free by hand, and then put my power tool on it so I can remove them the rest of the way. Take that bracket out. Now with that bracket off, we can see this one. If you follow it up, you'll see a 13mm bolt holding it on to the front bumper. And typically you have enough space to fit a wrench or a small low profile ratchet in here, especially if it's a swivel head. That's exactly what I'm going to do. If you can't get to this top one as it is right now, you're going to have to pull the headlight to reach it from up top. I'm going to try to do it with the least amount of parts removed possible. So once again, 13mm socket on a swivel head ratchet. And once I get it in here, I should be able to spin this bolt and break it free. All right, there's that top bolt. And at the bottom we have another 13mm bolt. This one you should be able to get with a power tool. Pull this down, and there's the bracket. Grab your bracket and slide it back into position. I'm going to start with the lower bolt first because it's the easiest one to access and it will hold the bracket in place for me. I'm going to tighten this one up just a little bit, well, snugging it really, just so it can make the bracket stay a little bit more steady. It doesn't move around as much. All right, that's perfect right there. It still moves a little bit, which I need to line up the top, but at least it's not going to fall over. Now comes the tricky part of installing this top bolt, which if you can guide up into place here, it's not really that difficult. There we go. Start it on. And we'll snug it up. There isn't much of an adjustment at all on this bracket, so I'm just going to tighten it up. As soon as this one wants to snug up, I'm just going to let it and, well, tighten it up completely. All right, that got tight. Give it a little extra, about 1/8 of a turn at most, and that is plenty tight for that one. Let's do the same to the bottom one. There we go. Let's get this bracket back on, line it up, have some hardware ready to install, or at least thread in, so that this doesn't fall off. I recommend cleaning all this hardware with a wire brush or wire wheel, whatever you have, and then applying some anti-seize or grease so that they don't rust in the future. With everything installed, snug it all up. All right, that's installed. Do the same on the other side.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.